Hello, welcome to Susan's Corner. As we take on 2021, I thought it would be a great idea just to take a moment and look at the bright spots of 2020 and what we take away from it. For me, 2020 was a year of learning. If you would have asked me in 2019, hey Susan, you want to get on a Zoom call? I would say Zoom what? And thanks to 2020, I was able to master it to some degree, always looking for perfection, but I was very proud of what I accomplished. 2020, man, it brought me a year to learn how to sell and how to communicate without a hug or a handshake. One of the toughest parts about business for me last year. 2020 also brought on marketing. I've always had a presence on Facebook and LinkedIn and that kind of stuff, but it was never really important to me. 2020 made me understand the value of social media, and we actually hired a marketing person, which was huge. And I would like to say one of the things I learned how to master the PPP process. And that wasn't alone. I had the help of great partners like Steve Swusa over at SHS Services. I had the help of Brett Friedman over at DeLeon and Stang, Steve Barber with Supporting Strategy, and also Dave West over at Capital Bank. I couldn't have done it without them, but if I look at what I know now versus what I knew on March the 8th, it is huge, and I'm actually very proud and very thankful. Also, 2020 was a year of purchases. IMC, we bought a new van and added it to our fleet, and I bought a new pair of tennis shoes that I've been wanting for a couple of years. So I consider that a huge success. It was also a year of growth. IMC and Mastermind both experienced growth in a year that who knew back in March where we'd be by the end of 2020. But from IMC's perspective, we brought on touch-free bottleless water coolers, we brought on touch-free ice machines, we brought on touch-free hydration stations, and we brought on air purification that has been proven to kill COVID. Our whole focus as we moved through 2020 is to figure out a way that we can make it safe for people to go back to work, for people to go to their doctor's offices, for people to go to restaurants, everything that we miss, and a lot of us maybe took for granted. Our whole focus as we pivoted through 2020 was to make it easier for people to accomplish that. My one word for 2020, if I wanted to sum it up, is opportunity. What's your one word that you walked away from 2020 if you had to sum it up in just one word? And let me know, what are you using from 2020 to thrive in 2021? As always, it's a pleasure. Thanks for visiting Susan's Corners, and cheers.